Hello friends, this is Bhavatosh here. Welcome to my channel Perfect Analyst. Today we are going to learn about one of the DAX functions mostly used in Power BI, and it is one of the mostly asked questions in or during the interview also. So what is the use of all except functions? Where you are going to use this in Power BI? Have you used this all except function in your project? So this type of questions interviewer may ask. So today we are going to learn about the application of this. So what is all except? Before going to all except, let us try to understand about the concept of row and filter context. So row context versus filter context. You should know the difference between these two. Then we'll move to all except functions and how it is being used in Power BI. Row context is nothing but you are calculating each rows. The calculations will be from each row. What is the meaning of that? Let's say you have a list of products in your Excel sheet, and all the products have a separate rows, and for each product you are going to calculate the total sales based on the number of units sold. So the total sales will be sales for each product multiply into the number of units sold. So you are going to calculate row by row. For each rows there will be a calculation. Right? So that is called row context. So what is filter context? So this is set of filters that applied before the table arrives for use. Let's say you have multiple products. All the products will be in the sheet or in your database, and you want to filter by year, you want to filter by city, or you may filter by the customer's age, right? So this filter can be applied to any rows. It may come from any rows based on the filter that you have used. So let's try to understand this in Power BI desktop. So I just came to Power BI desktop, and if you see here the table view, there is a column called total sales, right? So this is the total sales, right? So each row there will be a calculation. Here 4,500, here 4,250. So how this is calculated? Price per unit is 0 0.5, right? And the unit sold is 9,000. So this 0 0.5 multiplication of multiply into 9,000, it's called 4,500. So this is calculated for each rows. Okay, based on the number of units sold or the price per unit. So it is calculated for each row available here. Okay, so that's why it is called row context. Now what is filter context is if you are filtering certain years, or you are filtering this entire table by selecting particular city. Let's say if you are selecting only here. Okay, so what will happen is if you select Agartala here, it will only show the rows where the Agartala city is there. So this will be considered as a filter context. Okay. It means you are selecting particular row based on your selection, right? City, age, name, or year. So that is the difference between this row context and the filter context. Let's move to all except. What is all except and where you are going to use this? So all except can use in Power BI in two ways. One is it can consider as a table bar function. The other one is the calculator as modifier. So what is the meaning of all except, like where you are using, like if you are removing all context filters in the table except filters that have been applied to the specified columns. It means that it ignores all other columns except the columns that you are going to specify. How to use this? Let's try to understand here. I've just created here. Here is one. So I'll just increase the size because it's little. It is very clear. Let's also increase the size of this. That now is clear, and I'll also increase the size of this. The zone. This is brand name, and here we have a table. We have a owner, then all sales, and the sales product all except, where I have used the all except functions. Okay, so how we have to understand here is, let's say this is your the entire table. Okay, this is your entire table, and if you go here, here I have used all sales. All sales means, if you, this is a measure that I have created. It has calculated the total sales. Okay, total sales from the entire tables. So it's 8.68 millions. So calculate total and all of seat 1, and the same number is appearing here. Okay, now for example, let's for some time I will remove this all except function here. I don't want this all except, later we'll do that. So I'll just unselect here. Now this is your all sales, right? Now what will be the issue here is, I have used this slicer here, and I'm going to choose any particular product sales. There is no change in all sales. Why? Because it has taken from the entire table, the entire all sales. If you click Fanta, it is not going to change here. Okay, the total sales remain same. But I don't want like this. I want the total sales for each product, right? So how to do that? In such cases, you have to use the function all except, where you are ignoring all the filter option. You're ignoring all the columns, and you are only accepting, or you are only going to select only particular column, here brand name. Okay, so let's say here I have used this function sales product all except the name. So I have calculated the total here is the one measure. Total is the sum of the total sales. So all except calculate total So here I have used the all accept function. So what is the function of this is it removes all context filters in the table. Okay, so in the table, yeah, in the entire table, in this entire table, it remove the all the context filters except the column that you are going to choose. So I have used here all except brand name, right? So except the brand name, it has removed all the context filters. That's why you are going to filter whenever you are choosing this. Now I'm going to use this function here. I want the sales product to be displayed here so that you will understand. So when I am, so this all sales and sales product all accept, right? Here it has selected the entire tables. It has selected the full table, but here it is accept this table. It remove all the context filters. So when you click on any particular brand, it will only show that particular brand's total sales. I'm clicking here. It is changing, right? It's changing, but it is not changing here. There is no change here. I hope you are clear about this function all accept. There is another way of doing this one is as I said in the earlier on the tab, it is also used as a tabular function. Here we have lot of columns in a table. So I'm going to use this all accept functions to exclude certain columns. I am creating one more table where I don't want certain columns to be displayed. So in such case also you can use the all accept functions. So let me try that. I'll create one table here, table name called product 1, and in this table I want to exclude one column called this brand name. So I'll use all accept sheet 1. In sheet 1 I have to exclude brand name and enter. So what will happen? Except the column this brand name, all the columns will be displayed here. Here there is no brand name column. So this is another use of all accept function. I hope you are clear about this all accept functions in two way. One is as a tabular function and the other one is for calculate modifier. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any queries for all accept, please write a comments and I will be happy to answer. Thank you. Bye.